time to get fit. It's time to eat right. It's time to change your life with Peter's Principles. Welcome to a special edition of Peter's Principles, a show dedicated to changing your life through proper nutrition and exercise. I say special because it's all about our children, the next generation. And unfortunately, statistics now say it's the first generation that won't outlive their parents because of obesity, juvenile diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and the list goes on and on. And we parents, and I have 2 little girls, need to be excellent role models. You know, I visited schools throughout the year, and the children that you see behind me are actually winners of a competition. And it was quite simple. I asked each and every child from every school to write me for 150 words or less on how proper nutrition and exercise could better their lives. They'll help tell a story on how you could keep your children healthier, live happier, and longer.
After I heard Peter speak, I think that he wanted everyone to be more in shape because if they're not in shape, they don't feel right.
We start bad eating habits when we're small. Like, we never go outside, we're always watching TV or playing video games or on the computer. Like, we never go outside to get some fresh air.
Take more control of our life, watch what we eat and stuff, and exercise more.
According to the U.S. Center for Disease Control, nearly 9 million children are overweight or obese. This number has nearly tripled in the past 2 decades. Sadly, with the weight gain, there's a corresponding increase in medical problems.
We're seeing high blood pressure, we're seeing early onset of diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which is related almost exclusively to obesity and sugar intake. We're seeing early onset of degenerative arthritis or joint disease with kids with hip pain, knee pain, foot and ankle pain.
Part of the problem, unfortunately, is that many parents are sacrificing their kids' healthy eating habits on the altar of convenience.
These are not kids who all have a thyroid problem, as we used to talk about. This is purely a function of their lack of exercise, their lack of activity, and decline in the diet that they're being given by their parents.
Not only do our children suffer physically from being overweight, but there is also emotional scarring.
They'll start to get down on themselves, and then you'll oftentimes see a little secondary depression at times. And then the problem becomes the peer relationships, and they're teased, and they become more depressed about it, and they start to avoid situations, avoid kids.
One of the biggest factors to our kids' weight problems in this country is soda pop, what I call liquid candy. And I visit so many schools. And the disappointing thing is that in most vending machines in schools is this stuff. There are better alternatives. But I'm gonna paint you a picture. This is 12 ounces. The average soda pop nowadays is 20 ounces. In just 12 ounces, there's 150 empty calories. In those 150 calories, there's actually 10 teaspoons, 10 of sugar. Instead, go for healthier alternatives like water, flavored water, your V8 juice, Gatorade, as well as your low-fat dairy products. Aren't your kids worth it? You know, I always say that fitness needs to be plain simple, and it needs to be a lot of fun. And one of the best forms of exercise with your entire family is a walking program. It should be each and every day, at least 5 out of 7 days a week. You should be doing each session 45 to 60 minutes. And you should do it with intensity, right, boys and girls? Right! You really want to get that heart pumping. And most importantly, you need to keep an honest person honest. And a great way to do that is with a personal trainer. Not me, but a pedometer. This is actually what Dana's wearing, and it counts the steps that she walks. Now, the question of the day, how many steps should you be walking? On average, 1 step equals about 3 feet. If you walk 1,500 steps, you just traveled 1 mile. A 1 mile walk will burn 100 calories. To maintain general health, walk until the pedometer reads 6,000 steps, which is the equivalent of 4 miles. That means you would have just burned 400 calories. When we return, more thoughts on fitness from our essay contest winners and some great exercises to get you in shape. For children, what % of calories each day should come from complex carbohydrates? Is it 25%, 55%, or 85%? The answer when we return.
They told me she had to have a heart transplant. She needed to go to Children's Hospital of Michigan. And then when the surgery was done and Dr. Delius came out and said it was a success, I just rejoiced. Children's Hospital didn't just save her life, they saved ours. Just look at her now.
Now get the Child Medical Guide app for your smartphone, free from DMC Children's Hospital of Michigan.
Get in the game at Dunham Sports for all your sports needs. Dunham's has the lowest prices on everything you're looking for, including exercise equipment, golf, baseball, footwear, apparel, camping, boats, paintball, hunting, and so much more. Get in the game at Dunham Sports, where our big names bring you in and our low prices will bring you back.